If you ask most old school knife collectors what the original high speed, low drag, super secret squirrel, special operations side opening auto is, they're going to tell you it's the black knife. The story on these is that a knife maker named Ron Miller came up with the original concept. They were flat slab sided aluminum alloy frame coil spring plunge lock autos, and he wound up making a batch of like 75 of them that went to a special forces group in Florida, if I remember right, and the guys really liked them. And so he got together with Charles Ochs and Reese Wheeland, and they kind of updated the design with the contoured slabs and the grip milling, and added a pocket clip, and basically put it into production in the early 90s. And according to the story, they did really, really well with these, and wound up selling like 10,000 of them over the years. Just crazy, crazy numbers. It really, really took the world by storm. This was, in all fairness, this was a radical concept, a super heavy-duty coil spring-driven auto. And it had a lot of really cool features for the time. Not quite a split clamshell construction, but it does have the back spacer milled into the top half. So the top slab is milled out of a chunk, probably 3/8 of an inch thick, and then the back side is milled out of a chunk that's like, I don't know, like 3/16. It is a beefy hand-filling auto for sure. And it's also got a really neat stop pin setup. There's actually, you can see right there, a hex screw running into the back spacer here, and you can adjust that in and out to account for vertical play. And so this one is currently dialed in with 0 vertical play. Nice snappy spring on these. This one has held up, just fine for how long I've had it. And this is a somewhat rare full flat ground prototype. Most of them have kind of a low saber grind for a beefier blade. But a buddy of mine had this full flat ground one years ago and was looking to move it, and I, of course, had to snatch it up because I prefer more slicey grind on my blades. Yeah, it was Black Friday. Been a couple of years since I had this one out. Definitely needed to go with the black knife for Black Friday. And hope you guys enjoyed that look at this not old school version. This is a 2011 version, but the pattern didn't really change much between the early 90s when they started making them and 2011 when this one was done. There have been other companies that have done their version. Paragon did a version that has slightly different milling around the button. Dalton did his version of it. The Microtech LUDT, the large underwater demolitions team, is based on the black knife as well. Kind of shows its lineage there. So yeah, it is definitely a classic piece of American auto history. I think I paid, somewhere between $300 and $400 for this one because it was a prototype. I feel like the standard versions you can pick up for a little bit less. A lot of them are sterile and have no markings, and so it can be difficult to tell between the different makers that made them. But they're out there. Definitely a cool niche for the side opening collectors. So yeah, hope everyone has a good evening, and I will catch you all tomorrow.